Mahama has formed arguably one of the biggest or largest governments in the history of our country as it relates to the cost on the national exchequer. Why do I say this? Take, for example, the president has appointed Dr. Valerie Soya as senior presidential advisor in charge of government affairs. Her rank is a cabinet minister who doubles as a member of parliament. So her salary, her emolument, conditions of service, everything to do with her office is at the same rank as a cabinet minister who doubles as a member of parliament. The Speaker, he's appointed a presidential advisor on economy, appointed presidential advisor for 24-hour economy, presidential advisor in special aid to the president, presidential advisor on national anti-corruption program, presidential advisor on diaspora affairs. Mr. Speaker, he goes on to appoint presidential advisor, presidential staffer, and special aid to the vice president, presidential staffer for Black Star Experience, and then presidential staffer for diaspora affairs. Mr. Speaker, then he goes ahead to appoint 5 policy advisors to the vice president. Mr. Speaker, he tells the country that he's appointed a minister in charge of agribusiness, and yet he's appointed director at the presidency in charge of agriculture and agribusiness. My good friend Peter Buama Otukono. The Speaker, he says he will not appoint deputy regional ministers, and he appoints 16 presidential staffers in charge of the 16 regions of our country. The Speaker, I want to submit.
Baby bia be fa bia no edomo a atwa ahia radio kasafidie TV hu nyina no dwumadie yi na enei wo mo ehwe na hwa ye hwe na nyase ye hwe ne sa keke na emom no eye de yedi wo nkomo a abusua ebua ma de di kan yetimi apagya wo man no ede free eye baabi ehye ede si baabi a ye nyina susu se ekron na etoso mienu nso no enkomo a ye die no ebua ama adanu ada santene a menumi enu to ye kokoto abayi wo mamu mpanimfo esanso de wo mamu tumi hye san mpanimfo ne san nso no asodi ada san mpanimfo ne so no yetena se awia bia do a enya daje edi ho abobo sane ye beyo a yensem bisa ne yensen kaye no ebesum fidie e wo san mpanimfo na dwunim na fei wo ma pentamade sa ensem no humuaye enso etimi aba bedan yen ne nyina nkamfu ano emfie nan tumi ye de ama san mpanimfo no ye twa madwe sisu kan ka mo se ene emfie nan no e wo ha ya e de yan won baba bebu akonta e de akire enti no adwuma a won de tumi ne eye nyina no se ye de eboa eye ye na ye to aba no ena dwo da wiei ya tena se ya sinkonwa na ya tena se sinkonwa no kai na hye no so se we your most authoritative, your most authentic social, political, current affairs talk show. Mpuntuo so ena away we. Yena production team na se Samuel Dingo 1,000 or cameras nechi badges or MCR or Shemaba yeda se executive producer Berima Ba Nana Kunedu Abupra man aprek technician on duty and me Osikani Frimpong Manso and Juada the 17th day of March 2025 in the year of our Lord. Me pacho join this biggest conversation and area WhatsApp and a text message 0248071174 0248071174. Afei they are live on all our social media platforms. And you know through Facebook Western Diamond Television. Facebook Western Diamond Television. Of course, you see, now what me like here page, you know. I feel when you adaja tro comment nyina no de atomu de amane ye uwi akopele nkene na hye sene ye be ya domine nintia ewo wiase afa na nyina no nso ebetimi enya broadcast yi so emfaso mepacho. The program is live on YouTube and also Western Diamond Television YouTube channel no Western Diamond Television duru ho a na watimi a subscribe to your channel no afi TikTok nso no Western Diamond Television okwa ho na videos I upload agu nyina no na watimi a comment wase na wa like videos no enso atimi de amai me ba cho me sisu biam awia ifa WhatsApp and a text message bra 0248071174 0248071174. The program is live on Western Diamond Television. Awia ma yama wa ha na yansan so ema akwaba ya hye na watch for ase na ene ya juada ene match bosome no eda etoso edunso won fimpino ena aduonu enum yidi pa se enkakran ene amanso ebekoye enso etimi ede amount abusia we have a lot to discuss na adanwa da ene finance minister Dr. Kezela Tuba Forsen ekopiem mrashebe fie na or presenting 2025 budget statement and economic policy and the document our the kopiem mrashebe fie no enkoma wo do atimi akoso pa FIA document no ho na yehwe some of the allocations aben to various programs and some sectors adanu adanya adaji ebedi hu nkomo ye e ofidua mu ha sei na ba ko a ene ama wamu ya financial expert and financial analyst edi hu nkomo no some 51.3 million Ghana cedis aben ese yamfa enkonkote the Women's Bank eno ena enei and it seems almost all the financial analysts edi hu nkomo se we have been training and clearly okay woman Ghana Bank of Ghana emra enafei sika yetimi edibie bank wo mamu ha abusia threshold no ejina 400 million cedis and clearly say amafo ahase ebisa questions say 51.3 million Ghana cedis no a President John Mahama a capture our 2025 budget statement and economic policy no say a seed fund for the establishment of the Women's Development Bank, you know, and one will say, Sikano, what do you hear? And Suan pass a bay, I was saying this one who said, will be a Women's Development Banker, Anka, and yes, Asikawe, and I will try the to say, Yelfa and your seed money, yeah, they ever fund a bank, you know. On this particular issue, you know. And the Honorable Member of Parliament for Tano North Constituency, Honorable Dr. Gideon Buako, wrote an article on 51.3 million Ghana cedis. Abaye Kradia to say, Yafanye a seed fund for the establishment of the Women's Development Bank. Now, it is quite interesting. Okay, article no. We you will see a beji brana yetimi akenka ni nyina enso etimi ede amount with the indulgence ne amonwura mu prekopo say minimum capital requirement for establishing universal banks and development finance institutions. I have received numerous enquiries regarding whether the minimum paid up capital requirements for establishing universal banks and development finance institutions are the same. These questions have risen following the government's announcement of plans to establish a women development bank with a budgetary allocation of 50 million Ghana cedis. I fully support the initiative to establish the Women's Development Bank and sincerely hope that the government implements it effectively in line with the expectations of many Ghanaians. For the purpose of public education and clarification, I am providing the following insights into the minimum paid up capital requirement for the establishment of universal banks and development finance institutions. 1. Minimum capital requirement for universal banks. In accordance with Section 28(1) of the Banks and Specialized Deposit Taking Institutions Act 2016 Act 930. The Bank of Ghana revised the minimum paid up capital for both existing banks and new entrants. Effective 11 September 2017, the capital requirement increased from 120 million Ghana cedi to 400 million Ghana cedi as specified in notice number BG/GOV/SEC/2017/19. Minimum capital requirement for development finance institutions. On 18th March 2021, the Bank of Ghana issued a directive on licensing and capital requirement for development finance institutions pursuant to the Development Finance Institutions Act 2020 Act 1032. This directive, contained in notice number BG/GOV/SEC/2021/04, categorizes DFIs into 4 main classes, each with specific capital requirement, minimum paid up capital and application processing fees. 1. Class 1, wholesale development finance institutions, 800 million Ghana cedis. Class 2, retail development finance institution, 600 million Ghana cedis. Class 3, guaranteed development finance institutions, 300 million Ghana cedis. Class 4, hybrid development finance institutions, depending on the combination of activities undertaken. Class 4A, wholesale, retail, and guarantee, 1.2 billion Ghana cedis. Class 4B, wholesale and retail, 1 billion Ghana cedis. Class 4C, wholesale and guarantee, 1 billion Ghana cedis. Class 4D, retail and guarantee, 800 million Ghana cedis. It is important to emphasize that, according to the notice, no pre-operating permit will be granted unless the applicant meets the required paid up capital threshold and the original sources of capital are deemed acceptable. The 50 million Ghana cedi allocation for the Women's Development Bank, given this statutory requirement, it is important to critically assess the government's proposed 50 million Ghana cedis allocation for the establishment of the Women's Development Bank. Is this allocation intended for 1. a universal bank, a development bank, a savings and loans company, a microfinance institution? Clarity on this matter would be beneficial to ensure the initiative aligns with existing regulatory framework. Where Dr. Gideon Buaku, NP Tano North constituency, in the article on the allocation of 51.3 million Ghana cedis as seed fund for the establishment of the Women's Development Bank. Adanwada, Finance Minister Dr. Kezel Atuba Force and Rasime Defie with me at the Tuja. And clearly, we had the breakup of Sika and I paid up capital. Say, Ubie Bank or Memuha Bank of Ghana Air say, Sasikano, Ubetia de Atom Futuomuna, Wom Etimia de Sa Adiano, I seed capital, and so the Bob Bank, no, a whole bra Ediama one. Now, as Mbisani said, there are some of the categories of these financial institutions are Abusia Sika anampono minimum requirement, you know, you can say free 300 million cedis echo. And from 3 million, 600 million, 800 million, 1 billion, 1.2 billion sa echo. Na ye bisa say sa 51.3 million Ghana cedis noa abaye kasa ene wadi eba be establish Women's Development Bank o memu ase no sa sika no e fall under which category of bank ena emprepre aban na wote so no ese wo ba be bie e wo memu ase. And Dr. Gideon Buako ebisa ensem bia ese nyina no etimi bisa aban we mu empanimfuo was 51.3 million cedis no and ye check here no Okwa Bank of Ghana capital requirement no 51.3 million does not fall anywhere close to the normal threshold. And you know 51 million no bank bank ana aban ede ba bebie a universal bank ana say a universal bank abusia ehia not less than tebiam not less than ebia 1.2 billion cedis tie say a development bank you need not less than at least a billion Ghana cedis. Say a savings and loans company you need not less than 300 million cedis. Say a microfinance company not less than 600 cedis, even though there is a threshold of 400 million Ghana cedis. And you know abino emfa clarification and ye nyina be nye ho ntiase sa sikano baby eko any dear yade kwakwe any banker yade kwakwo be the type of banker abusia yade sa sikano enso eko akwakwo be. And clearly abino have been exposed big time because Bank of Ghana mbrano 51.3 million Ghana cedis no enya de betimi be bank entimi emie bank ewo mamu ase etina abino wadaroma sa sikai say ode ma maslock no acho say wo ye ne die yo wadaroma sambra biemu because ye nimpeve said 51.3 million cedis no can never tie 51.3 million cedis no yentimi fan bie bank ewo eye wo mamu ase no Dr. Gideon Buako is seeking for a clarity with regards to the kind of banker yade sa 51.3 million Ghana cedis no ako bie abusia and all that change so and there have been some warring friends with regards to the fight against illegal mining. You benya dajinia pega san komono afensi no dumso tiebiem dumso no edaso ginamu. I don't know ebiana or any of the regions apart from Western region and they had the anwa brass kakra but information a free Ashanti region urban say dumso ni jina na so den. I don't know for the other regions say ya ka se gusu jina so ana say aba from kakra but opiemu Ashanti region da bia da dum kanea da bia da yedum kanea and adehye ho ahyase bisa aban ensem say adano ada obegina simpie so ka che Ghana fo nyina say and yet the looming power crisis na ebano aban yetimi aso ano no President John Mahama hwenya mienimedi entro e kire Ghana fo nyina ana say eye diade any problem no obeka nso a energy minister enso e the same thing e be to dwa say and yet dumso no ya so ano nanka dumso oba na enso na ban no the prudent measures what me put in place no what me aso dumso na no as we speak now there is no dumso or whatsoever in the country. Away Nebisa President John Dramani Mahama ne say so say you've been able to avert the looming power crisis go to the Ashanti region and pray ko Ashanti region and me aware say the Ashanti regional minister Dr. Frank Amakohene every full president no debiada with regards to whatever that is happening in that particular region. Now Nebisa President John Mahama say briefings the Ashanti regional minister briefunu no wo briefunu dumso ho ana what the dumso ka ho ana so what the dumso ka ho and your excellency wadaroma you need to go to the Ashanti region and apologize to the good people of the Ashanti region say asemu abeka ye no sabia buru sabia kudonto enye sa na tie menim for the other regions entina ye specific say Ashanti region power crisis currently one more experience no any enyan and yenya president Maneba Bonte be ka che say waso dumso ano enya de dumso no ana asase a eba no enei eba biemu entino enkane anya de eba bedum biemu na ukọ Ashanti region in the same year ukọ Ashanti region na enyinamonkane na enyina ne nan so a ene ne ebisa say the President John Mahama lied to Ghanaians say and wa avert the looming power crisis and now say wodi ntru a ene wanko Ashanti region na wanko pa de ho achaw esan say wo ma no damu anopa fon awia fon anwumre fon anaju da suomo fon ayema ate kra no a amanfo no omoyere mo eda ne ho nkro ne ba nyina no na ban ya hwanyame anim etimi adum kanea Your Excellency President John Mahama o ka che Ghana fo nyina se dumso no ana eba no wetimi aso ano. So what is happening currently in the Ashanti region? Ye bisao sa asemu we but of a video no tumu mame a cross section of the people in Ashanti region bisa same question and awie yanso ye bisa e wa ha say MCR fa eye
do gina ho say your mama gina phone say yes so we so ne pre na we yadum ne pre we so ne pre na we yadum ne pre te say ye phone kura ye nya bi kura ne atajo te say me nam ne me nkwan nyina asai me nam ne me nkwan nyina asai yes light no sa asai a omoma ye hu sa asai ye na awotwemienu ahafo mu beda sum na awotwemienu na ye hu ye nya aduane nsi fridge se mo so na modum na e ma ye fault be se me fridge ba ko asai
se wo hwa kankan ne bebia me adwuma wo single lane a wo adu de bia kania on and off e de machine ye adwuma ebu a etimi dum na ja enam se so a eja enam ade no ba no automatically etimi say enema of late say machines there me no ana mensa
say 40 bi na aba light no ho a yes ro mo nhwe nyama ye no mo nja dumuso no.
Those are some residents speaking to the fact that the continuous power outages is destroying appliances and some others. Unfortunately, we've lost Ibrahim on the telephone lines where we understand that the Minister for Energy and
say your mama gina phone say yes so we so ne pre na we yadum ne pre we so ne pre na we yadum ne pre te say ye phone kura ye nya bi kura ne atajo te say me nam ne me nkwan nyina asai me nam ne me nkwan nyina asai yes light no sa asai a omoma ye hu sa asai ye na awotwemienu ahafo mu beda sum na awotwemienu na ye hu ye nya aduane nsi fridge se mo so na modum na e ma ye fault be se me fridge ba ko asai
se wo hwa kankan ne bebia me adwuma wo single lane a wo adu de bia kania on and off e de machine ye adwuma ebu a etimi dum na ja enam se so a eja enam ade no ba no automatically etimi say enema of late say machines there me no ana mensa
say 40 bi na aba light no ho a yes ro mo nhwe nyama ye no mo nja dumuso no.
those are some residents speaking to the fact that the continuous power outages is destroying appliances and some others. Unfortunately, we've lost Ibrahim on the telephone lines where we understand that the Minister for Energy and
say Ashanti region and ebisa us asem we because ye gina manu mu asem a be kan ya da no ada so de abu awfo esan say o ma ye nya ntie say abanye timi aveti that looming dumso no ana enam kwan so a eba no etino enkane no ebegina ne naiso wosi dumso bi amba abanye timi de hihye papa gu apono so ama emprempre a ye kasai ubo wo energy minister kura ba so say watimi ahwa me aso dumso ananka eba na no ada no ada me kai pa etino what is happening? The people in Ashanti region bisa say dumso na aba when timi ani ubo hye so na dumso na aba wadaro ma energy minister no momoden emfa load shedding timetable no emra eno ano no nyomu bisa no and clearly wo hwe de ekwa it tells you say aban ene enye se ye bonachi na emomu no kura bi wo ho a won pese obeka yes se no kura bi e wo ho a wo mpese wo be ka ene ye yedum kanea no a wada roma omoden na fa timetable bra eno ano no asa ebi anopa free no nsia kosi eye awia premutubre ye bedum kanea no free ebi premutubre de kosi anwumre no nsia empatamu ni brono ha hodo we mu ye bedum kanea na sa wo yesa wo nsa hweye so na be amanfo no betimi a plane wo life say was areas no na yemfa hwe ma yemeka hwe woni be ba wo so no na nkane ne fon yadum nu a your excellency president John Dramani Mahama eni enyan etino people in the Ashanti region ehia eye emuaye tu sa power crisis no a ene esoro kwa na ekwa atiatese ewo Ashanti region no anso wa yetumra ne akire sie ne akire se ye no ensem no ne ekoso na ye di hu nkomode akire wo amanfo eko eye Facebook eko announce wo displeasure with regards to eye dumso no a ene ekoso no and MCR Madaroma do us the earnest na ene some of eye the poster amanfo post to here on social media with regards to the recent power outages in some part of the country, no, Yanfanto Sona, Yenu Abobo Kakra, because Enkomoya Yebiana will be agreeing and say, and ye Ebiana and Pa Banya Samuntino, your baby and Yefe. Entina Yashada Yegu Aban Hufino, and so no cre and the dear Juma Hase. No cre as a sea cano, and no one yaka, oye, dear, Sabe Penny Becano. Oye de beso Ghana fo ani ye ba betina abo abaso na mamu no oye de wa mo ho na mpo no oye de ensese wo ya ye benya da agye ne agebre na ya ba be kan san sem ni nyina enso e wo ha sei etino there have been some Facebook poster actually the situation in some part of the country, and clearly to my surprise Honorable Eric Edem Agbana, member of parliament, right? Edem Adeshia, Ketu North constituency. Bepa chautie, MCA Wadaruma Ebeyankafa Edem Agbana di enu di kaimame. Or say, despite my intervention and ECG's assurances earlier this week, I'm receiving worrying reports about the power situation in Ketu North. My people, please remain calm. I will personally visit the ECG offices in Denu and Akachi tomorrow and update you. It shall end. Wait, Honorable Eric Edem Agbana, MP for Ketu North constituency. And he is eulogizing with a year. Neman for Ketu North and Peswaso. Na ewiase na yetie no ohwe ye se umame awu na utu ani yira ebeka kire se umame ada edura na adu obi abekofia kodi ni maame aduane bo se beduru ho no obekone na ene aduane bia ni ho osafo ayira na se nyira ya obekọ akotia ba beda eye apunachi anaju de suo mu enti no Eric Edem Agbana Oye NDC mrase bedwani owo Ketu North abato mpeswa so ade wakoto ato ni Facebook say despite my intervention and ECG's assurances earlier this week, I'm receiving worrying reports about the power situation in Ketu North. It's clearly and yet the Ashanti region some part of the Volta region, the Volta enclave, the OT enclave no also experiencing sa intermittent power outages no ewo sa areas wo. Okay, wait Manuel Darko say you are in Dumso but you can't post it because you decided to go for a zoo. You are in Dumso but you can't post it because you decided to go for a zoo. You go the next one. Eti wait some post from the ordinary Ghanaian what can him say as someone President Mahama Beke Adanwa that say he has been able to avert the looming power crisis no Wamo tro dia kan say Jack. Na okay nya sa na Ethiopia na Jubilee House pe na nkanya gina so a ene e fine. O back to north a esum tum dum so ho. Kwa Ashanti region Kokumase dum so ho. Gideon Sreme Amuase change is coming nyina no sa na e dum so scam pa nie. But I the next one.
Wuntumi Radio 101.3.
Salam Mustafa say Nana John Dumsomani Ababium the second. Piao. Yada sumu we Salam Mustafa. But I the next post. When you know a near my man for Facebook. And then say President John Mahama said, as some more back, Sabia Bru Sabia couldn't talk. Dumsano when Tibi Swano ye. Jim Agla say, man, I have never experienced this type of doomso before. Doomso for 30 minutes. I say, so for 30 minutes from morning till this evening, doomso and a dynamo ten. Fame call the next post. Where a amount for adventure. Baba Wala say, Alhaji Sam of NDC was giving us live football feed from tonight from the newly built Youth Resource Center by NPP in Wa. And John Mahama took his lights. We are in Dumso in Wa now. You decide. Hashtag. Get you know. Manso. And yeah, Dumso. And so ewo. Wait, Martin Salom. Kwajo. Nampa chotie. I say, voting against NPP is what I do for a living. Tiabiamo. Voting against NPP is what he does for a living. Oriano say, Mahama has collapsed the entire NPP. Tiadia Twaswe. This continual light out has just spoiled my fridge. Etino Martin Salam Kwajo. Oh, they also voting against NPP. A Juma ya uba asasi be mebua. And I'll say President John Mahama. And they will go NPP amanyokuo no. Ade atin ya. Abaya wo watu abama no wanya gidie onimu wo gidie onimu se de bia da beto abama no. What dum so ase wo fridge. What by Facebook ba be complaining. Edu adaroma me am tia me nyode. Aha. Ibu a otie yi. De na wanya ode. Anya wana akoto abama NDC. Edu keep quiet and suffer. Wo fridge asay a wonya hunu hwe wo TV so be say fan ebobo dem be say o air conditions we no so ba be say but you enko the next post na enfa enkomo ni si wey a graphic daily graphic or say recently the country has been experiencing power shortfalls leading to intermittent outages. How can this issue be addressed? Daily graphic and ebisa President John Mahama. Na wakache Ghana for say buo mi na dumso no wo ho. Kwan be so ne ye fire the air so sa wo how no ano. Fa me call the next post if there are still available ones e wo ho a. Na yeti ento aso fama. Okay. So that is it. No President John Mahama asemo abeka ye no ye check records no enya no kure. You have not averted any looming doomso. Yes. You have not averted any looming doom so wa edum Ketu North edum Ashanti region edum some part of Central region edum and other regions e wo memo ase edum Inshira 104.5 FM Kumasi tie ni post light on light off we kind doom so be this tiabiem Inshira FM ewo Kumasi in the Ashanti region. Or say light on, light off. We kind doom so be this. We are in Shrive from 4 posts. And clearly, there's a beer. Yabatina na ya can't hear that. We say Abai Papa near Kumasi is dark. Where again? Do you have lights? Or also a bisa sa and semono. And with all due respect, Your Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, you have not averted any looming crisis. Looming power crisis biya. Brasame say Kumasi pa. Waiting we do the NDC government. You do light by this time. Hey, JM. No be your fault, Mr. President. Rosame enso feel heat ni bi from the Ashanti regional capital Kumasi dumso ewo ho yemfa we NCA some 40 minutes gone past 4. Beba Chow join the conversation live on Western Diamond Television, live on Facebook, live on YouTube, and then also on TikTok for WhatsApp and a text message abra 0248071174. Yabaje brani akinka ni nyina enso etimi ede amount. Isaac Ejin Donko edi adodo no afre no eye Ibu NPP Secondary Constituency Communications Director or Boafo Sronko ede the former MP Secondary Constituency Honorable Lawyer Andrew Kofi Japa Mesa Ibu area imaha
munya not the
yes wadom boko onswe
anko pona adoma muhu yi so tede usuban
suban so de dadi boko
minyimu so yende minyimu yende kra
suban so ye kama
mboa sati ache usuban yi papa mam de waso lo hwe
ai
waso lo
that's right
usuban do ye
bibia ye di
bibia ye fine
na encha ramat mwe
Eyo molo
Bomo hwe nzi ade de chese adane a religion adane som a yeso
ATM pharmacy so across the takradi na
bomo nyina Western Diamond Television wontumi radio
mama kasho
that's right nyame nsira mo pa ye do ma say
we be follow Zen filling station yo
yeah also oba ne dem
I know them
that's right
that's right
tina dem sa adane som this all be dumb near some
Oscar Sisia the way Yamalo talk on
101.3
I don't know either Bible verse
that's right
as well and the or there can
that's right
because would they be no and that what the baji and many no we back once we back once man there and Bebu no when would I know I Bible verse or I want to be station
that's right
and so then the baby I was all working can we are no I repeat Insist on a person by sus. No confund be some no Facebook no you want to so search ye internet and internet search
dem yo po
ma ibinu po me yanku bi wo Australia otun so la watch one
that's right nyame sia
otun so la watch so watch untumi ade no wadru ba bia ya fu so ya azumi ntam da comedy nti ama na nyama yi kaka
asenchebewi enchebewi very well MCR me pacho over the weekends you know I chanced on a particular audio na ba me misa ibu se wo free secondary ba no na send hot here but we dey enkotie audio ni mra we join here live on Facebook you know this is the photograph of the current member of parliament for secondary constituency Honorable Blay Ama Nyameke you go tie audio no we join here emra sisia Fatuma me na yonko Honorable Blay Anyway, it seems there is something wrong with the audio, but MCR should work around it and then one more my audio no na intimi enya daje na intie. But ibu the end air koso second year bato mpeswa so.
Oscar, mfa we freedom ntia we tiefu mpempe wo
enya daje
nkankara wankasa wo papa ankuku water and drinks Osisi a watun sa afro we mu de empere baba
meba onyam ho abotre
na drinks so no bogo pa ntama ofuko na Oscar
meba
eh wo friend then
want to be one no
Osisi mu de nse mo for do so
meba onyam ho abotre
because bo hwa sisiara sekune eti moro koda na chede sisi wo sese wo papa na o maami wo ye 50 years na wan bobra na chede sisiara won ka sekune ho ntinse moro kodo o sekune no oyensem bi na nyu asoso na empia sekune fo ato abaman sebio wa baka kire hende oye mbrahye begonya another a lawyer what to abaman mo ko mbrahye begoma obotum wa exhibit subana yen lawyers wo de nezi aye nyina aye nyim de lawyers wo subana another obi anyim lawyer bia no suban e wo kroma ha we gentle one kasa kwani nyina mpo ehu de yi oye lawyer yenzi a obaka che sekunefu de oye lawyer nyi ya yekoto abamani subana is de nedu o sekun awan ko bi won rawo
101.3
because eti audio ya Osikani babogbo ya e bo hu de aruba kase no dash sekunefu na ehu de ebinum feel da wo ye na ndisifu nyina che wo sekunefu
yes
ndisifu se wo sekune no won fi mass anado won fi bokine no wo be yo won nyina wo sekunefu youth organizer deputy here can ask Nchoko sekune nyi baba pa
na meba youth organizer assemble no kan ye
asemo kan anye
deputy youth organizer
asemo kan anye de ehu de we form a premise committee
right
MP no ho kwan de osedo oyi 5-member committee
okay
no manage oye LBC no some fin de hook line or 1 LBC nti MP no ho kwan de odo tum of nyimpa oye 5 mo manage ho na youth organizer no deputy no investigation wa ko premier secretariat no hu de MP na journalist ko da da
oh I see
no wa ba one platform no do other audio about to there one see no one yin ko for 5 no fan brand nchoche de one why background checks we hu do a mere formality na nyimpa lu tu oye executives no for there they didn't know why your platform no don't solve problem because when you into the MP na or the list ko nti nkofo so a won be yin no your favorite nti twom no pam do won twa do na
ne MP na select no
won fa nko
okay
asema mo for wo so e bo ada me de be yo Ajeli, let me tell you, let me say one thing. I'm so boys when you're sorry. What do you mean? Woman one and papa, woman one and papa. And at the age of 50, today, my made you 50, no, or boy bra, or drew baby made you. At the age of 50, do you understand? Woman one and papa, and I am mammy. And no boy bra drew baby made you. You are coming to tell me that I'm a fool by fooling people, executives. By fooling executives on this platform, my selection every. I want no one and among was one and a papa and an mammy and at the age of 50 or to my achieving me achieve yourself. People decrease. Or so I wouldn't consider someone the champion for you think you can do it to anybody. You people decrease. You people decrease. They tell you people. Careful like that. If you don't retract, it's ancestor that allegation.
Hey, really?
What's your like that? And when you are an MP, honorable Mesa,
member of
if you don't retract, it's ancestor that allegation. Another indicate na amba kade the masam na akanonya no kwara. Ebo madam by second year medebayo. Ebo musuba mpa epeda kecha me de menyimi yansa ena me ye panyin kwasia ena me choose adewi ena ma aba na me se wanya mere formality, isn't it? Yeah, na mo won kwasesem na wodi na why PC time na man kasa no. Yeah, me chodo. But this time obi bialo de na no be fata me biaro no. I will let that person know that I was once a boy at Asemin Sudo. Mobo boy nyimpa. I will look. I will let you feel it. I mean, I'm going to say something why a champion for Nado. Mamma, they have found Mamudu. Share. I want you to pay up for Baha. You are the ever someone waha. Ever someone waha with the mood juya ye. Oya da ma Friday mu ju second year. Mo for wo so e won ada me de be yo. Ajeri, let me tell you. Let me say one thing. Them so boys when you sorry. What do you mean? Woman one and papa, woman one and papa. And at the age of 50, today, my made you 50, no, or bra, or drew baby, made you. At the age of 50, do you understand? One and papa, and another mammy, and or bra, drew baby, made you. You are coming to tell me that I'm a fool by fooling people, executives. By fooling executives on this platform, my selection, AV. I want no one and amongst was one and papa. And I know mommy, and at the age of 50, or to my achieve me achieve yourself. People decrease. Also, I wouldn't consider someone the champion for. You think you can do it to anybody. You people decrease. You people decrease. They tell you people. Careful like that. If you don't retract, it's ancestor that allegation another indicate na amba kade the masam na akanonya no.
Honorable Blair Amanyameke. Second MP.
Oh, Messi, us you people decrease cause you're full like that. Oh my no papa 50 years that's a once then another one by MP or tell us onyim nyansa.
Wow.
Wa mobra onyim nyansa. Sekuna for and America will be there. The import, why the Ghana? Or your representative of parliament.
Yes.
So why the president? What could you import Ghana? Why the American other nation ya? Or affect a money you know, or they make sure that I have forensic audit. The reason why them assembly see same is applicable to what we are talking about. Say young leader, or say sekuna you baby ala so them watch sekuna vunya roba. That's sekuna for Sabio ya nkwasiafo.
Na when me
I'm no papa mbobra. When you 50 years no one see then 1 year MP, one mbobra. No chede sabi. Yanka ho. Sabio chede am na papa mbobra because when you 50 no one see then. Papa telling you or 79 years. One see then. Ma me otono mo sekunu mpo ano of 66 years one see then. Nto chede ma na papa mbobra sabio ya nkwasiafo. MP.
Na when you cry the NDC internal wimpo na when you almost and when you
executive platform executives them Chokoya Mekanasims was one of the guys what trially hard during their primary till the election day.
Oh yes, minimum. They all that way in that you follow. Yes. Really?
What when you about power? On us and there obi anama me pay 50 on bobre on do don biara on bobra. With the grace
second MP
because you're full like that.
Wow.
Want to be 101
just me cry me tia me hunri me campo. Yes, me ho ago me. Yes.
Because look, you know you bia obi be kasam bia che on your do.
But you don't go to such an extent. Yes, you don't go.
We have NDC communicators and this for social media denigrating what's honorable messa roba vilifying what can sama onya no kwaro for honorable messa honorable messa or go astray them to the sense of telling NDC funum put there one year party funum put there say be onyim nyansa because you full like that one man no papa mbobra one man no papa 50 years no. No, I will brother man, no, I will. And no, I didn't do that. But only na che your lawyer and your lawyer Pro Max. And your friend then Mpuntuo okitemi dey.
Mpuntuo radio.
I am the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Na your iPhone 15 Pro. And the Pro Max no so Crescent Pro no. Na your iPhone 15 nankasa o. Nti lawyers no your lawyer na your Lawyer Pro, Lawyer Pro Max.
But this one is unfortunate. Seriously,
yes,
it's unfortunate. And as someone Nipanaka, and clearly, what share someone Nipanaka?
And Nipanaka is crap. I didn't say what to my bamo.
Hey,
asem okay no onye asem ye beka dey oya asem a oye hu a also dey or warrant such or friend and
insult and threats.
Oye harmless na
nipa no say the MP na select wo mo no ye nyom no form nko ananya no ano no
nanyin Oscar nanyin.
Wow.
And so what na mem sia nanka obi hate asem nipa no kede oya asem a oye hu a also dey or warrant such response from a member of parliament. From a member of parliament too. You know, and then executives, you know, we was someone, never was some two, never was some three. Also, someone from our budget, 30,000 into ya. Into one and Casa, not some two for no so. Yeah, oh yeah, and who we were joining now. And one been away when our premise board now our resort into the Mayaka King. And Oscar. Leaders, so we voted for leaders to represent us. Umofuma people emulate one footprint, the blueprint that they will leave. Umofuma people will look up to them. So if you have a leader who can insult yan papa nom na yama minda yama na papa no 50 years na abobra.
Anyway,
because you are full like that.
Ma Facebook messages
with the crazy.
Maxwell entry say power change has started now in the NDC party. Asemu or say MP talks like that. Kwakua say MP way. Enjoy your MP. He is talking to Kwaku say go mamenchia we na anwumre or say asemu Sandro usu di ono sere anu o sere. We say Brakwaku, your father get house or no bisa. We say this is so bad. MP talking like a child. No sensible person in NDC. Majas Bemba Miracle say or say ensuo betwa en frama di kan. Kwaku say my father no build house. Oh but Honorable Blay, we are unfortunate, seriously. We very, very unfortunate. Very, very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Baby, I would do see no as who say at the end of the day, who di a domain and clearly. And yet provocations biana obesus osu.
As I don't know if you ask me to do. I work for so born.
Wow.
So what born until second you na ehuna e ka asemi na nke ne wo bobo
but it's unfortunate anyway but I wasn't expecting such
must say our voice now the harmless
and
opinion na boy no o make or warranty to such an unfortunate response from him.
I think that he should apologize to the party faithful, so yeah.
And the second constituency
apologize.
The customer can unpay.
Apparently,
apparently, Secretary B. That one in our so one singular pura. One small bison. One papa and one my one. No one brother. I'm meeting here many 50 years. And I want my no papa only 50 years. No one brother, my mabuya.
Wow,
it's a big insult to the entire constituency.
I think that he should render
an unqualified apology.
Yeah, render because nipa ne yedi omo ya amanyosem amanyoko ne nipa ne wo mu.
And it has started from right from my hand. Someone all could do sekuno. Do ba chihen. Politician not chihen wo sekuni. Ma aso akama ba him eskem pomo da ka tin radio da ka.
We enfancy. Na say sekendi ho ne nsem wo ho pa.
You know, young Kuva bankhead. The Facebook page, or dark to the what on the color TV, I got a black and white. Namasan and Damna, uncle her color TV, no bonus can on top of
wow. Honorable Blay, Amanya Make.
It's worrying.
Ibu, the fight against illegal mining. saying under this administration. 10 year kono eto say ye betimi achieve results a ye na ehwe nim say ye nsabe kanana.
Oscar
Unia
ehunde wa
To be 101.3
Ghanaians binom Oma ye J President Mahama nsem bi okay previously GD there we have short memory no Oma ye GZ by voting for him again Osi even as in America dam Ebeka ya we had some reports Otrede NDC MP for Wasa East Ebeka ya Oda one our friend then forest no one Wasa East echi won odem otu galamsey no ba dajiri nyu podo on other sponsor NDC party Inyerenti NDC guru so constituency executives na aza ogu suama na no kaka wo to galamsey make eche one there as no we should remove all political by concave lens in solving this issue because MPP abana we blaming there all say yenusu no now Korea so akaji loan of 200 million euros mo was there in Chaban headworks ye Chaban no podo say yenusu no na so kro na retwa no akaji bosa don't find any headworks ye and we told you guys that I don't know we have some technocrats including the Minerals Commission in Penfubia was say including Forestry Commission in Penfubia was say I didn't say your phone Penfuna police phone Penfun one you know they are into it Mantia Boko a bone there a bodru was a Menfi a Menfi is was a Menfi West and the police barrier nature when I want to get say oh
101.3
we said it but it been general to abetia or MPP aban because what's going to say yes na chokomilo and na ko yensu no nwa osin chokomilo and the ensu no nwa ole ye wa da coffee we fu chokomilo ole coffee and you will come ha me you NDC constituency chairman our the shenanigans the guts to even tell the enforcement agencies there why the wall banu constituency why be operation one friend am bana mane o so the video na hu ya erasus as I don't propose and this constituency chairman no as the constituency one wall ba ba yedam you know why the one bana mane because they are all involved in the galamsey land and natural resource minister ne constituency Elembele. Carl Kwano last 2 weeks video mu Carl Kwano want to galamsey Oscar recently in the forest reserve I think 4 or 6 of them what the whole obialonkom NDC be ya anti asama bo
they say 9 forest reserves
reserves
and the Forestry Commission cry no any to me.
When you tumpo ho, do room
boys na jiwafa.
And this is for jiwafa. And this is for jiwafa. And we told Ghanaians about 2 years to no. I want to sondo. Yeah. And the tunnel. Brim. Go and check the level of deterioration at our Kwado. And so no crowd have block river flow no. I last week post now.
Yes.
We have block river flow no. MPP administration. What would the mass penals no? This will be a national security issue. So what we have to do as a country in there, let's find ways and means. I in Bebuna one find interest to no. Yan shana resolve now. And you know do baby. If you mining community, now if you are into galamsey, now we SS certificate. And now you matter no free. They started giving them free scholarships at UMAT to train them into mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, so that they can mount some positions in the mining companies in our own community. Because if you don't have the requisite requirements, that's a way opening there. There's a job opportunity. I'm going to apply. So Aban took it upon himself to roll all of them. How were you mad? One BCB doctor been another damn program now. Apart from that, I want to JHS. What to Nezibano or more startup capital to do different works. One way JHS and Uncle was at two there when you want to call as a pump. What you been searching? Yeah. What the buyer was been Oscar. Man, you nominate as a foundation. Ever yeah. Guess no why buy 50 or 2 gumo or yeah. Make home make a phone fee. Mining community. You know ba hadi. Sabeka net in the front.
Yeah.
Guess in ya gumo yes. Because I was you can phone fee takwa. Anabu me kuduka. You know ba sana. Obu so 3 year. Every open one through GMPC Foundation. One hair dryers and startup tools. Second batch. You can phone Amefi East. You don't feel Amefi West. Amefi Central. You can call Adrofua. You can phone Kwafo. Ah, you know that Ninya Galamsey. No, from an when I sit in a more yancy and wire them. So, M1 skills. And even them schooler. One component that obey the major man. Yeah. And now, Banos also fair one. What do farming no? Or rolling one into youth in afforestation. Abaka, them program now. Well, from a 70,000 into youth in afforestation. Ah, MPP Aban. Oh, yeah, forest no one destroy in yes, that's there. Where the forest in one forest in the back. As you can need to cry the hack rampo. If you continent to roll benina, what's at the wood India, equal prisons, everyone what's at the wood India or Aberdeen because no per day. Land in a way degraded no, land in a way say no, what's also on your its natural ABM. What is this administration doing about Galamsey? Young Konkwa, party boys for chop, big man for chop. And the road you do, Eroko, Cosimintin Road, main one or that Najuano, a double road no da. And was excavators would chum daily. What do you bring on ye other areas? What can Galamsey? Abani about preaching about Galamsey. No one say yes, so you'll say yes. I guess I mean your V. Richard Kakmesa press conference okay or pra Nancy. The one send them use I and see be in him like what the measures and the master of Akalanchi Operation Galam stop. What for a river guard to be better?
Yeah.
Okay, see then.
Uncle Siri.
What's on the Akalanchi be? River guards.
And no crown chastise and anado say we mun inform to Galamsey ase. Soldier for na press for Kran so. Na river guards ne beti aye adwuma.
Motor boat mo won nyan.
Yeah.
Ono bo be catch hen. The river guards na yes won na aba no. One few so na soldier for na police fu po kitetru na forestry commission gata won po kitetru po wentum wanye hwe. Na river guards na that so na aba no was way.
The same thing.
And I am kind of job for the boys. Okay, say again is come one party fan.
But can the NDC fight and win Galamsey?
How are they going to win and fight Galamsey? And one of our own constituency chairmen are involved. Swaman also Swaman MP no. Swaman,
I will win.
I will win.
Honorable Oscar Ofurilabi.
And so that in front of man in the Mosi,
I will win. I will win.
And MP on your former MP, current MP.
Yes.
On your John Mahama Juma. Under this current dispensation. What to Galamsey? I will win Wama. I am for after there. Mom see come Wobium.
101.3.
So are they going to fight it? MPs now otherwise force and Brano. Nagaza, and now they are all involved. Ajemensa report and sites in there. Ajay so to galamsey am na makaya
Professor Frimpong Boating
no report outside Ajay Mensa the brim hona forest no Ajay Mensa we di no mu nyina Ajay Mensa so NDC MP e okuma
1.3.
So how are we going to fight it? We told them that galamsey issues need to be fight, or we have to fight it holistically. If we are fighting galamsey issues, also there, obiala or no political affiliation we are tronchen, so that we can fight it as a national issue. Nay then there, are they your politics? No, you know, one uncle, one constituency chairman was him. No, you know, one MPs no was him.
But, baby, I do know. Can I say, as a matter of urgency, President John Dramani Mahama should declare a state of emergency. And our galamsey, yeah, afofrunui.
Oscar,
yeah, queen.
Sisiano, China for no so.
Why? Yeah, Drew baby, yeah, call for a state of emergency.
Yes,
yeah, do.
Within 1 month of NDC office, how many hectares? I don't know what I'm saying. Within a month, I will check for you.
Maybe.
Oh, Erastus or no, the galamsey in some of the post. Within a month, NDC will destroy over 4 years. I've been here back at the time. Land size. So where we are now, no? Oscar, yes, we all say. And then, cocoa farmers. What the one I say, will trade what the galamsey for now. And then I'm saying was I catch rubber plantation. Rubber plantation, you know, they are entering into it. Apart from that, and when I be waiting whether it could be a bed another could be a one's mewa. Now, one number upon one else, I said, what did you want you know, would do to galamsey, including Minister Anukrum.
But Ibu, where are the CSUs under President Nadan Kwaku-Fuado na womo asore den se na nado entu galamsey na se
wana bana power
woma ban aba
oh wana ban na CSUs ni nyina anyimon Kobi Mensa wankado neutral professor okroma ha
yes
akuri Bestiza Elegon Bestize
Ransford jump
One you know, I neutral panelist to come here.
Now, friends say,
Logon Caesar,
Bataza,
Caesar. Oh, you know, one can't change the way neutrals will come here.
But we are being very hypocritical.
Yes,
I'm telling you.
We have CSO, sir. So, civil service organizations, sir. Who come here? What criticize the former administration? When it comes to galamsey, why are they quiet now?
And opena me bisa me ho asem mi won.
Ye wa asofo bi no wo so egine. Where are they now?
You see aben ya kotere eye omo mu tu galamsey na I think omo 56 so say saying.
Yeah. Mo wo pepesi no.
Good. And me bisa me ho say adana ye mpanimfo no nka no koresa. President John Dramani Mahama be gina mpo ho edumbanso e ka say wamu ananado achiro magum nyina na enyom no mo ye galamsey no.
Now the big men
no mo ye galamsey no ho na o chiri wamu agum enti no oba be ja omu nyina no ma ba beto mo adwuma mo ye so na wo hye sa abọ na wie na wo ba ya na mrantie na ate asimu a wom etu a wasan so anya akukuduro no kire sa mrantie na gum ene ya bisa se saafo no wom no mo ye galamsey no wom no mo te galamsey na ye tu na chi ana. What is this?
On America ni na the politics are President Mahama who dey say bi o ye mu binum ye na adwunu so anti oka ye be jedi ne ato abaman. Because as you've said, you told us the big men are Latin cran.
Yeah.
Na mo from na oya MPP aban watch one were innocent. China for wom won to galamsey no what say you to. And see eba Ghana for no what you want in our bed ebe jan one. Now concentrate on them big men no onye China for no.
Yeah.
And see any them work at one no where Japanese fan there were one. You see the hypocrisy level of NDC. And Oscar, I'm telling you where them NDC happening. Who come out, what will be no point you made no. But I don't know who push more. They are not going into the forest. And to me, alone, put a dig a crave you.
Ombeko.
Banana walk of forest, no more.
Was boss out the share one once and when you're to me, you know. Near breed yet. There is no way, President Joe Mahama. Ebe to be a grand moody workers or quite younger, I'm saying. Yeah.
And as someone there, woman could catch something there. She's now what they ban whether to employment to the no. Or put on one NDC youths and why then?
Really?
As someone was saying, oh, she's now ban the ban after employment to the no. Or put on one NDC youths and why then? They are going into the forest. Working one to but what's war, Sana? One put on the portrait there. What's war bias and a bias war? Into bias and a sponsor one. There, Mamma excavator, Mamma was fine, Mamma day. Into the cage, remember, go de be on the debut ya. The expenditure na professional afa.
You?
This is what they told me this morning. So they are going into it because I better freeze employment. Oscar, now we want. I'm sad for the Ghanaian youth. I'm coming because why they in future and why opaque under this current administration. Oscar, actually. Budget in tax be or the bear. I see tax on non-life insurance. And you must smoke now. I'll tell you, companies that register insurance, they buy issue company, and I buy issue with the na. Oscar, you have to pay them tax na abanabano. So Oscar, say, Maka issue me then, and I'm going issue me juma. Nasa them tax in the do. Nasa Oscar catch them there. Mom pass on more consumers. Mom pass on my tenants far. Ma pass on I'm one. 2. No master ma catch on there. More review electricity tariffs every 3 months. What does it mean? It tells us that you today we are going to pay electricity bill upward adjustment every 3 months.
Yeah.
And then that's also manifesto there budget there. And friend with you. And see, you remember saying about what doing in I don't want to rebellion and begun. What are they going to do? If you are in a mining community, what are you going to do?
So, but yes, Marco pay you money.
Because I have the certificate. What's one from with you, mom? And then I'm so at the tax I've been to what to me them. And that's also review electricity every 3 months. What am I going to do? So, oh yeah, now. 124-hour economy policy now. No one blueprint to be there. This is what you are going to do. Anna, maybe with the I'm poor. I'm going to go down. People are doing a walk of fee. Over 2 years so after for Yaba. If we are after for Soka over 10, and I am so new set to Yaba. Not a young extra 2 shifts. Aka the ordinary shifts. No, not in the door. Another say, oh, pursue mining. Pursue mining, one say, first shift to call. Let what friends have for your go. You have another set you go. You would not in the door. Now, here is the case, the 24-hour economy, we don't have any blueprint. I'll tell you, them the yellow one. Now, you know, you don't have any. I'm asking you, and maybe no man in the sector, when you don't have any.
President Mahama cannot fight this battle.
We told Ghanaians.
Yeah, he can't.
That
is the bottom line. He can't. On to me.
We told Ghanaians.
On to me.
A national issue. not a political and I be political or a national issue.
And Honorable Emmanuel Amakofibu and shall be the worst ever minister lands and natural resources wabaho.
If you're Lembele, I can't galamse forum, I can't Kimbiski. I know a Adan East MP, another Pro Baby War MP. If you Lembele, you understand issues. A nice man, gentleman, by all standard. Minimum yende. I can't galamse forum. Monkofa Express, watch one agent, watch how Ubutu. One cap, another one solve the problems at hand. I can't Kimbiski. No one know to go to Elembeleno. On on generate one of Kimbiska. Kimbiski and Musukunoba. Water, what's water, and Kunoba. Eteganasis.
To me radio 101.3.
So what are we doing to ourselves? What are we doing to ourselves?
A bedroom baby no was Ibu 4 years a day anymore no re e beba no e bedru ho no say ye nyina da so tinkwamu a ye be kransu
and ehwe na dwumo sapon Friends and Rivers
Friends of Water Bodies and Rivers
yeah. One pay you know
yeah
he said something when NDC for started what they galamsey issues no what they chakra bande not no I don't record na ye dey MPP NDC fu mi on what baba na chi no wan hwe na ye nyina ya fa na adwena amboma ye be sa dey kransu from our neighboring countries
Boba
and Mati crown po there companies be foreign companies organ no say say won no mboti what organ bi
omo kransu ni di free omukro mu de ba asha say free baby
ehun so na wa hwe on boss no
yeah
ana wa start work ra
yo
and Marco one meeting square me and we are here as a country sitting idle thinking that NDC can do what Oscar divide of the political by concave lens that I'm wearing
1.3.
Your function now you share how best that this issue can be solved because Oscar say boy who pipe na one kind of the musu ko MPP ni fie another you ko NDC ni fie nti yana yimfo na wa go to boat wada monkofo man pe bia wo kakaje boat enyim boat a
eno ye dey ade
oh why dem a room no waju gate fee
oh okay
and pe bia your tax force wo kakaje boat brahemfo one of them suno na one of forest no mu na your forest commission for wo kakaje wonska your police for wo kakaje won petrol ska you also just for woko wakadeje you want to trust no one
but I'm disappointed in the honorable minister yes 8 years I want no position I wakam aban no measures odi aba nyina no enye papa na hwan na de no wo ba ya are you not repeating the same thing what your position and now criticizing the same thing adan me tie sami jamfikra na mera ho say any excavators no ye de hwan trackers de be bo ho na
wa fight one office
aban na nkasa etreni excavator operators ne hwan esem hunu say when ye de kutia galam say na sa when ye de kutia galam say asanka aban dada no kura de oye no kura no na nka so ani che de wote ona wo kanu and clearly say ama ni amrea maka ebeduru baabi no ensuo ho be kwache ama ukura sika pa se upensu ato nya de abenya na yetewo amanyo semunti yentimi nka asem ni ye enka ne ye ka de wada wobeti akonwa ne so ene CSO so no mamu ase nyina so de ye se wamu tie tua se wantu galamse ase impofiri mu a wamu tie tua ne aba ufro e woni 3 months mpoye just look at ne wamu ejo And it seems so many all of the so-called CSOs will be a deal Ghana say. All of a sudden, what my generate your friends say, Kaka yom. Dwamu kase ye. Nya kum sabudwa ye de to memu hano. Wa ma ya titire nya tumase ma se tam. And they concern so no ko asofo a ye nya twom. Me hunu bi da jiga na ape. Ghana fo nyina aye ada ne nya twomfo. No kura no ho aye suro ferese ye beka no kura no. Enso ada no ada na wa no dendenden. Kan di gu obi so. Ene why ye din you should bow down your head in shame. That is it.
Investors will pull out if you don't fix Galamsey. Chamber of Mine CEOs once.
Okay.
No way.
Wada?
No way.
Maintaining campo bi.
And anya onwano kuti more PD wa ha. I say coalition of illegal abadabade miners association telling the government today a media coalition against Galamsey. Wine. Ghana Catholic Bishop, a Kedoko conference. They said something about this Galamsey issues are banned on share, no one fight. Meaning the next time we book one conference, but I'm expecting them to say something about it.
Yaka, President John Mahama cannot fight Galamsey.
14 September 2024, Business and Financial Times. CSOs in agriculture unite against Galamsey fight. Walma ban warning. Calling on the president. Honey, this is a story.
Yeah.
Where are they?
Men yes so mo da so Ghana ha. No mo Ghana pa no mo ntimi mbeka sabiem. And I just want me a nyatwumfo.
Oh, because on there. On the market never far was a political colors are no zi ejuma. Woman breakdowns, health hazards, pollution and forest loss. Nina, okay. I don't see the reason why now and why I'm quiet. Another, I don't want to be for one personal interest. Anna, them don't go for be so Oscar. Because why there now no. At night I couldn't bear back for kun.
Yeah.
I couldn't bear back for kun. Now so obi mo kroma wo ka bia ozum. Christian Council
1.3.
Oscar at one ka bia ba. Say one pay you wana. Catholic Bookshop Conference. Say one pay you wana. Pentecost. Mpaying for down one pay you wana. Yes you say. And I saw for a cassia. Why could you believe I saw a president? And I saw for no cassia no compare a president. No,
Bianca.
one can say, but one church members, no Musufi. What I can't do about your tight. What I can't do about to collection.
Nyachum.
What I can't do about to collection. One would need headquarters.
Mpuntuo Radio 101.3.
What are we doing to ourselves? Are we going to sit down for our many no constituency chairman, for our many MPs, for our many minister of state? Mo ay Galamsey ma ikromofo nyina yan wa kire he na asofo okroma yan nyina wa kire no na dey be wa accord once accord president no da.
Mpuntuo 101.3.
Odu baby no was an 3 billion in point ye churches we botum da man. Into cheda one automatically ubutu wa krensu no na mama mi so a awo de bisu olite me anam papa wo bo akwa a olohwe me Oscar
Anyway, maybe a Ghana do no, and very very sad for this country. So leadership will not rise up to the occasion to fight against illegal mining and a canker and albatross on the neck of the Ghanaian people. enyina yetim adanu ada ene former Swami MP Honorable Osei Mensa Bonsu edi nkomo Osi NPP election loss no ibu Osi FMB efri ekom FMB nsu free enibre na party na ntie efutu a otumfo edema amanyofo no ada no ada enu nti na ne ya yekasai party no abetena opposition a won etempentenkwa yenni efie nkomo kakra we afisem nkomo onabo say chairman sabonsu na akofade aba ekom enibre ena enei ema MPP elusu 2024 general elections. You know, so was some bebre no aka, but when it tough mame on this one.
Osi,
Wuntu there 101.3.
Ebaka there. Eyi na we go ahwe mewi. Ewa, nti entum kan pi there. Offend then the way order you can. Because one they can blaming. I'm here matina here. Make them contribute part to our lost. Maybe you contributed to our lost. Maybe and cause them or call us more time for more the casa. Anyway, I'm far more. It will be 5 minutes when the dam will know casa. Maybe we'll call an ass and poor bacano or son. Mamma Batson America. And about to be now Simpson, Mamma Batson America, or contribution. Ebu Obacado, or from Manfa, the Mamma Studio course and barn obey. One from Manfa and tea, one from the Manfa and tea, or washing Webufu onto our MPP. And see, and some of the day or Dawson. I was there. Demo seche mense bonsu hurricane na nsem bi otumfo kan a ofi de ni na hantien and nsem ni bi ho e kan akan dan ode fan fofor
ba na no krese na party mano na komodi dodo no a
no scan na want na abaka communication asempo several ya answer ha na abaka communication asam several times wa ha on studio with monthly steppings kakrampo obey entra ha na ya baka wansa ma aka entra ma party baby wo from awoska host no obi so ska
yeah
we feel that year time because it won't to me and say a whole lot on the man I don't want us to delve into the nitty-gritties. Because yeka yenya yeba kansam obia contributed to our lost, including the president. He said him president go feel that kodo reshuffle etuma minister bit now 8 years etuma bit na name 6 years 7 years okay 7 months to election na reshuffle party for normally Oba Osikani wa ofida you have to recognize him or her. But here is the case nyimpa no wan recognize o. But nyimpa no feel do bia luntumi ya na hwe because president luntumi reshuffle. But so 1 year 2 years na party for the complain akọ presidency ekura bi nda oska be mo tina no otina nice place but on board party for no reshuffle na next one no obon menyim pedam complain no woro kwema one boni brem 2 years wa reshuffle no nti I should capitalize on it and help party people. You get it?
Yeah.
And see, right from the presidency to the police station executive, although could not cover, or you go to you cover from Kofu Fia. Woman Lester, one fell from Kofu and Botuaba. Because of a community, Dijan and Onka Kaun. It's a whole lot. I mean, I always tell me I'm part to you to yesterday. We should build ourselves. We should build ourselves. Now, you try there. In 70 oh yeah, yo. Ekosa no I the step on ibini too. And when appointments are being made, you are not there to defend yourself. That the man didn't know step on them ibini too. But the baby, so you have to step on people's toes to rise up. You have to step on people's toes to get the victory. Because Oscar, I'm there. As a man, you know, we are on Kunimpo. Banaka,
yes.
Payin bi o ade bi o ye na wan ye ne ye no. I catch no feel that na roba na that kasim bi on. Me, I have social media, WhatsApp platforms, and for criticizing PD. But criticizing ma, I take it in good faith because obi only trust sound on him the nature right and watch ya. Oh, the man in Peking, it's no you know. And pursue the man the me in there and Koboboa. The perception out there we feel the aid another AP another say you pay in binama.
Mpuntuo Radio
101.3. And to course number about 90% sikasam. Ewa. If you are efa na entum so de bia false ka yin corner and dadan.
But
someone America there. Ya ka na kan oyekana. Yam payinfu no pii amboa because actual positions e binim nyan. Even our Western region ha. Western region ha.
You crowd any asabia mobo.
President Amen appointment people bia. But Amen see you sir. Say we once economy dra and ko wutum po why then say in the absence of a juicy how do you call it cabinet ministerial position in the absence of them CEOs you know but what did we see? You get it? What did we see? President enterprise na Rabu Joseph Kujo no office no wahin
in Crimea
presidency ho
yeah
for a gangran maka gangran ta sa culture
yeah our boss
chieftains in American
chieftains yeah
asana the tourism ni na one pen call papa no nkeni nya abo Western region nto chere yenkere minister appointment nya anyi tourism ofi onabo babra de ba ofi ofenen anabo Katrina Feku onabo babra no ba anabo mesado but if you compare tourism to energy, if you compare tourism to finance ministry, if you compare tourism to lands and natural resources, if you compare tourism to road ministry, you will see the discrepancy. The two can never be analogous. And if you look at the budget allocation, even NDC Crampo allocate my education, the entire allocate my education. And now I can tell you clearly that region in oil than kaka. And see, I damn no hopes and say hi. Na America then some eka or dosu, osi. People my parts in Edruno. In here, they and I it's no foam. Na ya journey home. They know how best he would to your boy home. Ewa, ne, Oscar. And party funosa and payfuna. When your positions are be original hano. One also, aya wunjina one handle. The regions be a president ba. Wotum offer ne accommodation, offer ne fuel, offer ne zizi, offer ne bibi atol nyina emu na yimpa kolafa odu wana dam yimpa no couple for energy minister ebutum akwase na president ba Western region na no tu en fuel ka no tu en accommodation na ohwe no boys nyina obisi de non come on Gangram ministry. You get it
anyway
so ministry Abban order baby Abujina Poko land. Oscar, if I tell you the resources you're putting in or the various constituencies or one region where it was fantastic. because no opposition be asabi o oskebo to match and 1 cedi oskebo to match and 50 pesos o minister due to fuel e be no due to order to fuel no en ankotin na oba ma nkofo no so mo bi be kama ministry bi no bi ala mbam poda due to fuel a oyo but going forward en ankotin so as a region na party for na so ana maka no me empower yen after empowering ourselves no so o me hwe dey yen ankasa no so alignment another ya align yourself ye how you look for them internal party elections the way you vilify na you can some for yen wona so o me yem nkofum na yen hu dey ya azekor ya aboakor ne yemba okay na yeka protum nti yeka protum no mo so de yen de yen yakor echina Osikani no anam no momi no we are fighting for a common goal and to common goal no order yen focus or yen target now
Ibu, what is the second coming of Alfred Agbesi Woyome?
As what a Bank of Ghana then ya what's he Western region ata
hey
what's ata
no
I mean I'm feel able to another or friend then Rodora some but and then I saw send for the some news portal be on the wire nice wire short ABO
Woyome
at the face but our if you know okay come
let us be punish one
yeah on your from as no why is no
na say sika ka ebiem won ho ebi won ho
it's kind of
and why no say sika bia no enya de obetimi atua yen confiscate ni asset radio yesu ye di agro as a country
and then this have then this be hey Oscar and this be cases are another cases are nkofo one siphon another gun is keke the one wa and ke able to enya over $1 billion and this is Joma am also one cases in yam
yes
my attorney general so onam na all cancer cases no and no court also wa file abani interest be our case no biom no we case no you the president mama attorney general mama ndom tum the onye the mad no so tells us that say the man some this is ama and this for no one antaban
want to me radio
where me not need the anti the better say
me
said the lamb time close on a day scan that's one time Bank of Ghana
guest house
no millions of dollars
Kwekuman farman enti wo man na ya titere no sabia buru sabia kudonto emra no etire ahiafo nko ana sa de wobi ekowia banche betem brode betem na atam na kwakọ gina prison se won ko da ho won ko ya adwumaden ensom aban enfie miensa enfie nan enso ebenya krofo tachi amoa wore no ho abo political party bi bo man kro no ne agya ne saa ne ehwe ne saa no nam ho saa ade no wezu ade a wo ma ya titiri nie wo ma ya titiri enie
to be 101.3
ode ye fancy ni enfa course ni enso renko na se ye decide wo ma ne se be yi a ye nyina ye tim 0248071174 0248071174 hello good evening. Bacho, lower the volume on your radio and TV set. All right. Young Favor Fro. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Low Ufra, lower TV and our radio volume. Why? Na yenim komo. Hello.
Hello.
Would you be afraid? My intio minia.
Nigga, any more much do so. Oh, NTC, you put the Havana, any lady over. More to against it. You think why you 4 years here, the man, you know. You would have next time.
Okay, thank you. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
And now you talk radio into you.
The guy can remember Ibu Abaso. Now, many are conjuring because government incoming national chairman.
Right.
Bernard Enchibesiako.
Chairman won't to me.
If you come and say, more beer to drive a panel. On one, you had or call no post.
That's right.
Osika Unima. Communication, maybe be a make us a yay. I ask so. The here done almost praying. When we see a co-position, can you be about the crowd who station order?
Moana Moya Jumano.
Yeah, Jumano. But when it comes to resource, Ibuna not now. When it comes to resource, Western Virginia. Remember, Ubia Magia Juma communication almost about 20 years. Make scholarship, maybe any aggregate 8. Make scholarship. Ubia aggregate 24, yedi man. Near me, maybe any aggregate 8. Young farmer, 8 good years yet name. What is MPP for? I don't bunny. I you woman. Na mo we yen telephone na leaders na nka mo munya position na nka tinka mo babuwa no mo wa edu e dey dey no yen communication yen ye bre edu ye dey no yen mu ni ye bre omo titwo omo be tran wa sita mo ko position and say omo asan so aba. These are the people omo see yen trabe mo na ka mo tell and me ba so omo ba mu na yen na be we say we ha yen na be ye hu pe. Because you know, and so I'm
all right. Thank you. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
About your D, maybe a free fee.
I'm a first Abu Sika so I can offer a couple of you.
About your NTO offer.
Yeah, what to Abano Awa? My mama, what that amount for Mr. Abbey there? My Yanka said, yeah, that's a mobile or Buffalo Hagin.
Thank you so much. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Of our D baby, a free fee. Get your JB.
I see, I don't see. Now, in my papa, in Ghana, Ibu, as a can. This Ghana for. Everything when maybe a 1 year, you know, I'm gonna for the custom happen about money. The morning and the boom. They have poor, if I come to let me know when they need not the brand. I may have the man, I empty, to look at the game about poor. I chairmanship and one much and I want to now image my then the pound back.
All right. Thank you. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Fatao Kumbungu.
Osika.
I to say,
Midawase. Why are the new part of Zakope? Osika Yamishra Upa. Me fa kwenye wetu na mikia honorable from Kwabna Compre, Ejmaura, Mikia Alhaja Habib, Idris, MP di Matolong constituency. Ayana wakati papa, lawyer Nana Obir Boyer, Mikia Missini and Waya, de Wakasa ye. Asema okaye no. Last now, the more character party boys, I won't chire. That come the day of which you now, Nina so Mr. Obianja, Nay, Jumadin Adiama partner, because and this phone or Musum no. Almost 3 your money, you almost 3 your money, because then I can say, Otika Nano, and then 5 days and I say 3 days. They shouldn't be ever command seeking some television because the I am a tough friend or so. NDC MPP ni koya NDC ate John Dramani na mambaye tie kudegana na America mimi MPP ni ji ya o tie chama untumi namnie chama untumi na di MPP ko petition on na di MPP ko petition e wo hana mi friend ana mi bisani say chama untumi o ya minister o ya deputy minister o ya CEO o nye bibia entam to original chairman what me in the bottom sticker? I TV station Maku 5 Adiama Ghana 40. Mumfa ye Juma MPP. Nina and some money. What each Chairman won't be 1 yard yet. Other way throw up for. And Tom Redia blame games no. Yen Jane Mama
Ghana for na MPP ba power but Mr. Ghana for 2026 mudie obia suna ba maye papa chairman want to me chairman ba ko pe incoming the chairman no me chairman adi ama Ghana for me da wata ya na wata no be boy man.
Yeah, that's it, papa. Hello, good evening.
Osi
Saint Okushembo ko yokrom yentiewe.
Osi na misha mo papa papa warebo na membo brother ibu na badum saminchia no nche ska ketene pipi fu inala onumiafo lawyer Ezekiel Abua na yakon aye MP na brother kwaransa nyame onsha no yo kese papa Ghana funa na ampa mahama kan ya ampa ase ya dwinsa ase yin ye wa yesu humos yo wa yesu sunsum enka yipa tsedam wadi Ghana fatema wembu Ghana fubi na yakwato aba Ghana fo se wo hu abado wakoto abe ama mahama dwemu aba ina garansen wa jinsem no sanu so sando nka ipoko ke yinara na membre me Ghana fo so MPP info etmodenya odi bo communicators na party fo ani ya ekwe dem no ye kan de adewegu ahwe mewie various constituencies na region no ye na yankambom yefa medicine outcome when 20 ni na yefa kunchen dosika yankambom enya dwumadio na NDC na mahama kono odi Ghana fado no minji de dem dum so ya tiwa so ni tutuma be ya afetremu aje de the campaign budget I would be ye way na Ghana for hwehwe ye dwumadine wa na ye kiye hu bomewa Ghana for in kunafo in janka oni bi moboni for we the MP to do papa e be frɛ ye kiye hu bom ye dwumadin ye fanche Ghana nkwa ye fanche onye bi nkwa ye mayin dado mbe youthful una brabo na asitremu oni bi sunye dado na sitrem MP pe no ba be ma de o dem de mayin na obema obia na kuma to yim the NDC for
okay my na say yemfa friends say I think say baby aye dru no so na you see 51.3 million Ghana cedis ro president Mahama say yemfa nko bie Women's Development Bank no etimi mie bank ne be bia savings and loans because I think 2017 I review Sika ubehia to operate a bank in this country, no, and a financial institution in this country. Now savings and loans, there no, 50 million cedis. You know, minim say yasanso a review BMO dia. You know, a Women's Development Savings and Loans, nya bank.
Oscar, 51 million.
Yeah.
Ono oniska edubwe banko. Masi oya frakadam because I know what I told you in Bebuni Ando. Ewa, there, woman in a juma through the 24-hour economy. Now, policy document another blueprints are what about 24-hour economy quarter or local parliament, parliament to push from near that to pull. Wafanko. No catch him, I'm there. 101.3. Woman, I will be banker. Woman, my minimum what Nazi. Ewa, loan. And see, loan no was a small and medium scale in Juman Kitten Nazi. I know what the one. Anna, Ghana Bremono 1.3. What Uncle Frank channel way, women's microfinance. No, a woman's Susento. I don't know, get you know. Also, a women's bank. And it's enshrined and it's stipulated. I will not bring them there. And son able to make a bank. No. Only 400 million on this car. You back there, Oscar. I know the bank no. I see money. I don't to war. I know my Bank of Ghana. And what? Other work can't my Bank of Ghana with them skin or what? Able to the bank. And Sana, I should scale will be the branches across the 16 regions. And Sana, I should scale will be district. And Sana said the Bobo constituency. Let's area. No, so I scared will be. So we are looking at 1.4 to 1.5 billion. If you want to establish a women's bank, even in every district, 1.4 billion. Now go to 51 million.
Number Jedi.
And so said na and this is why when I know what about that Ghana for.
Okay.
You catch no about 2 months on Sunday. And see a brain will for me. I will to trust I want to trust no one. One from the 4 years boss one.
All right. Thank you so much.
Jejereje
Edwana yebo say ya ne to abaro ya jejereje. Abusia yeda mo ase yede ene nkomo ni nyina no esi ha sei aseda kese nkoma wa ojibreti ye wa wo hwe ye yeda ase papa amena production team ni nyina ase berma ba na kunadu abupra abna se wa mani ampo wo trema ba Same Badges Kelly yeda ase. Thank you so much. Isaac Ajin Donko Ibu and Adodo no afreno, a member of the NPP Regional Communications Team, NPP Secondary Constituency Communications Director. Within the Osikani Frimpong Manso, Yemi Muso, and Yumreno Siabrem Kasiabo Atwaso. Good evening. We are out of here.